Okay, so I thought this would be a good time to do a comparison video. My Serger recently went on the fritz, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. So I am without a Serger right now. I do have a backup one, but I'm trying not to overload it, and it's actually Carissa's, so which I can use it, but I don't need one to work on the gear that I'm working on. It does help, but I thought I'd do a comparison of gear done with the Serger compared to gear done without the Serger. Like, why not? Is there really a huge difference? There's not a huge difference, no. Not when we're doing stuff. You're still going to get the same quality. You can still get the same end result and same aesthetic. But here are some differences. So, and this is a good example because this is the same pair of trunks and gear for the same guy, just in different colors. I did one with the Serger and one without because my Serger broke. So here's the edge and elastic for the leg hole done with the Serger and then top stitched down. So here's this. You can see it cuts and overlocks the edges and everything else with the black thread, and then we top stitch it down. It looks like this. It looks nice and clean. The cut and everything is nice. It cleans up the edges. And here it is without it. So you don't have that overlocked cut edge, but it's still clean, and the way we run the elastic, and then like up here on the waistband, kind of the same. I try to do it a lot of times on the bigger waistbands, right on the edge, so the threading overlaps just like on a Serger stitch, but you can get the same result pretty much. It just doesn't cut the excess fabric off. I will go through and trim sometimes, but there's that. Now I'll stitch this elastic down first, like this here, and you can see that. Try to get it close to the edge, sometimes trim it up a little bit, which isn't really necessary, but, and then we top stitch it down like this. Still very clean, looks good. Sometimes it honestly looks better than doing it with the Serger, but just depends on how the machines are running. Now, pros and cons. I feel like you do get a more secure stitch, especially for stretchy fabrics, with a Serger with an overlock stitch like this. But if you use a nice tight zigzag stitch or a stretch stitch to attach your elastic and then fold it over, it's getting sewn twice anyway, it's not going to come out. Aesthetically, if you look inside the garment, one does look more machined and what some people would say more professional, I guess, than the other, but the end result is still going to be the same quality. It's just not, the edges just aren't as cleaned up. That's really it. Sometimes it's faster on a Serger, sometimes it's not. Depends on how the machine's acting. So, just a quick comparison. Do you need a Serger for stretchy materials and gear and things like that? No. Does it come in handy? Yes. Is it a nice little luxury? Sometimes, depending on how the machine's acting. But you can get the same awesome results without it. And you will never get any kind of lack of quality on our end with or without it. So, just a quick side-by-side. And when you put these on, you're not going to notice the difference as far as fit, feel, look, anything. The only time you'll notice a difference is when you look on the inside and see the finished edges. So, just a quick comparison and rundown.